All right, let's talk about 2026. Because what we're looking at is a year of, well, two completely different stories playing out at the exact same time. You've got this massive, powerful lift from artificial intelligence, and then there's this slow downward drift that a whole lot of us are feeling in our day-to-day lives.
And this image, wow, it just says it all, doesn't it? It feels like AI is single-handedly holding up the entire global economy. But that brings up the billion-dollar question we have to ask. Is this a real, sustainable boom that's going to change everything for the better? Or is it a massive, speculative bubble that's just about to burst? Let's get into it.
So first, let's look at the optimistic side of things. The incredible momentum behind AI. This is the lift. And honestly, it's nothing short of a modern-day gold rush, with a torrent of capital and innovation flooding in.
And the numbers, they're just staggering. We're looking at a projected 13% growth in S&P 500 earnings. That's a huge deal for the biggest companies in America. And what's the engine behind almost all of that growth? You guessed it, the tech sector, which has been completely supercharged by AI.
But it's not just about profits on paper. Look at this number, $588 billion. That's what the big U.S. cloud companies are expected to spend in a single year, just on building the plumbing for AI. To put that into perspective, that's more than the entire economy of some countries. This isn't just an investment, it's a colossal all-in bet on the future. And this isn't just a bunch of hype. The experts at JP Morgan are saying this looks less like a bubble and more like a structural transition. What they mean is, this isn't a temporary trend. This is the economy fundamentally rewiring itself. It's a whole new game.
And get this, the boom is creating jobs that literally didn't even exist a few years ago. Things like prompt engineer or AI trainer. These are brand new careers that are commanding really high salaries, which just goes to show how this shift is creating new kinds of value and opportunity.
Okay, but that's only half the story. While the AI economy is launching into the stratosphere, back here on the ground, the average household is feeling a serious squeeze. This is the drift, and it paints a totally different picture.
For most people, the story isn't about booming stock prices. It's about debt. Just look at this number, $18.33 trillion. That is a record high for U.S. household debt. It's an almost unimaginable financial weight sitting on the shoulders of everyday consumers.
And it's not just how much debt people have, it's whether they can pay it back. The number of people falling behind on their credit card bills is now higher than it was before the pandemic. That is a huge red flag. It's a clear signal that a lot of people are under real financial stress.
And this really shows you the squeeze perfectly. On one side, people's savings are disappearing, projected to drop below 4%. And on the other side, the cost of basic needs like housing is just becoming unbearable. In a place like New York, you have millions of people who are cost-burdened, which is a formal way of saying that rent or a mortgage is eating up a crushing amount of their paycheck.
So, what happens when this high-flying AI economy smacks right into the squeezed reality of the average person? This is where things get really interesting. This is the collision point. The first point of impact is energy. AI data centers are just unbelievably thirsty for power. They need something called firm capacity, which is basically a guarantee of uninterrupted 24/7 electricity. And our current power grids are really struggling to keep up with that demand.
So who do you think pays to upgrade the entire power grid to feed these AI giants? Well, we do. The AI boom's hunger for energy is a direct reason why your utility bills are going up, with electricity prices already on the rise.
And the second collision point are jobs. The World Economic Forum is predicting this massive churn in the workforce. Yes, AI is expected to get rid of around 85 million jobs, but it's also projected to create 97 million new ones. So this isn't a simple story of job loss. It's a story of massive and, let's be honest, probably pretty painful disruption.
But here's the part that is completely counterintuitive. For years, we all thought automation was coming for lower-wage jobs first. Well, new research turns that whole idea on its head. As you can see right here, the jobs that are most exposed to AI automation are actually higher-earning, professional roles, people making good money, around the 80th percentile. That changes everything we thought we knew. So you see, 2026 isn't one single story. What's emerging is a divided future, what a lot of economists are calling a K-shaped economy. One branch is shooting up, that's the AI-powered world, and the other branch is drifting down, and that's the reality for a lot of households. So how in the world do you navigate a future like that? Well, the consensus is a few key things.
You've got to diversify your investments, focus on those big, long-term trends like AI, and keep an eye on what's happening internationally. But maybe the most important takeaway, the one that really matters for your career, is this. The most valuable skills going forward will be the ones that complement AI, things like creativity, critical thinking, and strategy, not the skills that have to compete with it. And that really leaves us with the defining question for the next decade. This AI transition is happening. It's here, and it's reshaping everything. So the choice for all of us, in our jobs and in our lives, is pretty simple. Are we going to try and compete with this incredibly powerful force, or are we going to figure out how to complement it?